This is the Puffs of Chat. I'm Reggie Kimball, and I'm at Loc'd On Cigars with Ursula and Sharon, the two women that make it all happen.
So for me, Loc'd On is like coming to your auntie's house to smoke a cigar. It's a family vibe, always good music, whether it be the DJ or over the house sound system. Good conversation, good people. Auntie Sharon and Auntie Ursula don't never meet no strangers. So it's always like just coming home and sitting on the back porch, sometimes literally outside, or sitting in the den and smoking a good stick, good selection, good company, good conversation. You can't beat it.
So for me, I love it so much that I actually started working here. But it's been a continuous family since I started coming here when they opened 2 years ago. So it's like you never meet a stranger when you come into Loc'd. They are always so personable to everybody who walks through the doors. It's always a good time. It's always a smoking vibe. Ursula and Sharon are so personable that it makes you want to keep coming back and supporting them. And it's never a hard decision to make. Like, where are you going this weekend? I'm going to Loc'd. Come on.
And now, without further ado, let's meet Ursula and Sharon of Loc'd On Cigars. First thing I had to do when I got into the Loc'd On is check out the humidor. And Sharon quickly dropped some knowledge on how she helps out customers that come to Loc'd On Cigars.
So if somebody tells me they like spicy foods or strong flavors, then they're usually a full-bodied person. You have some people that will tell you off the rip they definitely like a sweeter cigar, or they like a nice mild cigar. And then so once you kind of know what their palate is, it's a little easier to pick out a cigar. Also, how long have they been smoking cigars? If it's I'm just hanging out with my friends and I'm trying it today, that's usually something in the infused or sweet section. Occasionally, we'll have somebody bold enough to be a first-time smoker that would just like a non-flavored tobacco. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's conversation with the customer to find out what they like.
Mo, tell us about the Loc'd On.
So the Loc'd On Cigar, we debuted the Loc'd On Cigar in June of 2022. It is a pure Dominican binder filler wrapper. And we just wanted something that gives you good complexity, and was constructed well. Because my pet peeve is a cigar that is good, but that doesn't ash right, or you got to fight with it and keep smoking, keep lighting it while you're smoking tight. It.
Oh, I
don't like that at all. Exactly.
I love your lounge. My first time here was about a year ago at Tampa Cigar Week.
Okay.
Actually, it wasn't even a year ago. It was like, damn, time is only like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
It feels like a year. Because time has flown a lot.
It really has this year.
But it was a Friday night. It was crazy. People were in lawn chairs, out in the parking lot. Y'all were running around like crazy. And I met y'all, and when I came back, y'all didn't remember me for shit. So I knew that night that y'all were busy taking care of your customers, taking care of your raving fans. Yes. Congratulations on that.
Thank
Loc'd On Cigars, y'all.
Yes.
I got Sharon. I got Ursula. StickMan #1, we're in the building. We was chilling on a Monday, a Mellow Monday.
Mellow Monday.
Thanks for having me out.
Yes. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
So tell everybody, when did Loc'd On get started?
2019.
Yeah, technically
2019.
Technically 2019.
So right before the sky fell out, the bottom fell out for all of us, right?
For all of us.
So you launched, and then COVID happened. Now, what happened? Did you kind of shut the doors for a little while, or you just kind of powered right through it? How did y'all do it?
So honestly, when we started Loc'd On Cigars, we wanted to have a cigar and not a lounge. Oh. And then, so, we were kind of in the getting our name out there and doing some pop-up events. Mm-hmm. And then COVID hit and shut everything down. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember how we decided or thought about having an actual brick and mortar. Mm-hmm. But during COVID was kind of the perfect time to do the research and kind of figure out the space and, get the location right. And we actually did a build out during COVID. We did a build out during COVID, which ended up being a little crazy, a little more expensive.
It kept you busy though.
Yes, absolutely.
Kept us very crazy sitting in the house all day.
Kept us very, very busy. Yeah. And everything just kind of fell in place. Like the thought of opening a lounge during COVID, now that I look back on it, it was like, what were we thinking? But it worked. And I just kind of say, at least I know for me, and probably for Sharon, it was a passion. It was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, let's give Tampa something that they don't have. And that was a kind of a loungy vibe. Yeah, and in the area.
Because we're in Progress Village, which is right outside of Tampa, Florida.
Yes.
Suburb of Tampa.
Yes.
And there's nothing else here like this.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And not only is there nothing else like this, there's really nothing like this because just in case y'all did not know, these ladies are sisters.
Yes.
So 2 African-American sisters who started out, and I think you and I are talking off camera, the first
woman
female-owned
lounge in the state of Florida.
That's serious.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud of, too.
It is.
Quite simply, I know their passion. Anybody that loves the culture, I'm always going to rock with. But like you probably already heard, there's no strangers here. It's always love when you come through the door, no matter who you are, where you're from.
One of the things that I enjoy coming here is the ambiance. It's just like being home, sitting up in your own house, just with a bunch of your friends, just smoking, enjoying a good stick, a good libation.
I come here Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. The only nights I don't come in is when they're not open, on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Just so you know, when we started, I was here in Tampa. Sharon was in Jacksonville. So that presented us with some challenges. But, you know, we're sisters, so we worked through it. And things just kept falling into place. The financing, the contractors, what we wanted, how we wanted it, it just kept falling into place.
So we were like, we got to do this.
Absolutely. it just, exactly. It was one of those things that just, it was a passion. It truly became a passion. I'm gonna give a little shout out to the first Black-owned lounge here in Tampa.
I'm not gonna say a
which
word.
Was Dua Murata. Okay. Which is the Dua Muratas. And absolutely. And we would, I would go there wherever I would go to smoke. Whenever I would do, like on a Friday night or Saturday night, I would end my night at Dua Murata's because it felt like home. It gave us that lounge vibe. We knew everybody. They knew us. They gave us a great customer service, and we knew we wanted to kind of mirror that. They say the best form of flattery is imitation. So we wanted to try to do that.
So that was
here.
Sort of the blueprint.
That was the blueprint. That was the blueprint. Absolutely. And so,
yeah, that guy Kev was all right, huh?
He like a little something.
Can y'all introduce me to him one day?
Absolutely, we can.
Introduce me to Kev.
And if he is not camera shy, he can come over. I do it to him all the time.
Well, he's actually, I mess with him because he's actually, a 3-time alumnus of the Puffing Chat.
Okay.
We sat down a couple of times.
Okay.
And even had a session in Vegas and everything. So
nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
I might have to cut him a check at some point. He's been on the show so much. So,
but he is definitely not just Kevin, but all the gentlemen of Dua Murata's. The whole team was definitely instrumental in us opening this lounge. When I tell you, I sat down and I talked, and they'll tell you, any of them will tell you, I'll be like, okay, come have a smoke with me, come have a drink with me, and I would come out with this big book and be like, okay, I got these questions. Okay, how do we do this? What about this? And what shouldn't we do? And what should we do? And they gave us amazing advice, invaluable advice, to how we get into this industry, because breaking into this industry as women is not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Had a support system, which is a beautiful thing. So cheers to that. So we are on the Puff Sip Chat.
And
we got to make sure we're sipping. So we are sipping out a little Brugal 18. Y'all let me know, because I've been trying to, everyone knows I'm a little bit of, I'm a whiskey head. I like my scotch. I like my bourbon. I even like my Irish whiskeys, but lately I've been kind of testing some rums out.
Yes.
This is one of the ones I've been playing with. So told somebody that I would shout out.
Give them a shout out to Brugal.
1888 Brugal.
Yeah, I like
We're doing it on the Puff Sip chat.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll do an episode on that. What y'all think? Should I do an episode?
I think so. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, we're going to do that then.
Absolutely.
So we puffing, we sipping. We puffing on the Loc'd On cigar.
Puffing on the Loc'd On.
We're sipping on a little bit of 1888 Brugal.
Absolutely.
Right. So one thing I really like about, I talked about the Tampa Cigar Week and the Friday night, but what I've since learned since I've come back to Tampa is that this is just the place to be on Friday. Did y'all set out to make that happen?
No, not at all.
Or did the members just kind of force it to happen? We come to party on Friday nights.
Absolutely.
And y'all just went with the program, right?
We did.
Kind of, sort of. It kind of, sort of. Yeah.
With the program.
Yeah.
Gotten used to the Friday night vibe. And so, hey, this is it.
Okay.
We call it our Friday night smoking vibe. We have a DJ every Friday. Amazing DJ, gives a great vibe, adds a great vibe to DJ Hypnotic.
I've heard all about it. I'm coming through.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So now that you have the lounge, successful lounge, up and running, what were you guys doing before this? I mean, you talked about you started Loc'd On Cigars, you're going to do a cigar brand, then you're going to start a lounge. You don't just do that without having experience in something. What's the background?
You did kind of, sort of. So I like to say, so cigars kind of goes back to, we have an older brother who was a cigar head. He liked cigars, jazz, and wine. And so whenever he would come around, at least me, I'm the youngest, so, you know, I want to hang out with Big Brother and be like an adult. So I'd puff on a cigar, but I never really picked it up until maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Okay. And then
Longer than that.
Has it been longer than that?
I think it's more like 7.
Oh, wow.
Like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so. Time flies. And so I started picking it up. Love. Have always loved the cigar lounge environment. It's a grown folks environment. It's a grown folks environment. Absolutely. You go in, you talk to people from all over, from all backgrounds, from all walks of life, and have great conversation and learn a lot.
That's right.
So
tell
that's
people,
what we do.
I'm going to sound like a broken record right now, but it's not really about this. It's not. It's about this.
It's a conversation.
It's about the conversation. It's about the people you meet.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Later.
So, siblings in business, that sometimes can be a little awkward. How do y'all divide up responsibilities between the two of you so you're not stepping on each other's toes? And
that happens all the time.
It happens every day.
But as she said earlier, you just kind of pound through some stuff. You work through it because at the end of the day, you want the business to be successful. Obviously, just anybody's business, you know, you some things go greatly, some things go a little rocky, but things continue to go. And as she said, I was in Jacksonville, she was here, so she was more familiar with the people in the community, and you know, could hang out when I'm coming and going. So they definitely were very, very supportive of us. But you know, initially through her, I've received some of that love and support, and I do appreciate it to all those out there. So. But the community has been very supportive. Yes.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Then has there been any big challenges though since you've been in business? So you got up and running. 2019, you kind of in the lab building this out. 2020, you kind of got it going.
That was through the build out. 2020 started the build out into 2021.
And then 21, you actually opened the doors.
Right, we opened the doors September of 2021.
What's been the toughest part? Or has it just been all smooth sailing since you opened?
No. So I'll give you a story. We opened the beginning of September 2021. The first weekend, Labor Day weekend, we had all these plans. I belong to a cigar club. We were going to do a smoke out here, and we had our humidors, we had our air purifiers, we had our bar build out. We didn't have no furniture. We had no furniture.
Well, in here?
In here. So our furniture didn't come because, again, it's COVID. It's still on the end of COVID. Yeah, and so manufacturing and shipping, it was taking a long time.
I think they even actually canceled the order.
They did.
They canceled the order, refunded us, and we They ain't had no chairs.
We didn't have any chairs.
But y'all opened anyway.
We
Guess what
did.
you told? Hey, everybody got those little fold-out chairs.
And they do.
Bring
And
it.
they still
Let's
bring
do it.
And I still say that was probably one of the best nights at Loc'd On Cigar. Because when I tell you, people came and supported, and they bought the photo chairs, and it was they didn't even care. We didn't even have our speakers and sound systems. We had a sound bar.
Hey.
We had a sound bar.
Talk about it being like it's like being at home, right?
We ordered the box yet. We didn't
It was definitely some challenges that first weekend. I had a complete meltdown. I was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? How is this gonna work? But the people came, the support was here, the love was here, and I think that was kind of the aha moment that we were onto something. We were on.
What's the biggest lesson you learned so far?
I think that if I was giving somebody advice as to whether or not to, or what to consider, I would never tell anybody not to do anything. I would tell them to consider like every single detail. It is one thing to be blessed, granted, work hard enough to have the money and the opportunity to open, but your sustainability is just as important. It will, if you check into everything, when I say everything, I mean from how many hours you're going to spend in there, who's going to replace you if you get sick, down to like who's going to do or how am I going to get my goods and supplies before you actually open. What would it literally cost me daily to be open? The sustainability part of it is what I would suggest to somebody really fine-tune as much as they can, because you never know, of course, that part of it. Because that is where the work comes in.
And that's the consistency, right? That sustainability is really about consistency.
It's about consistency because, yes, everyone loves cigars, but you truly have to figure out, is just the sale of the cigars going to be enough? What else are you going to need or do? And again, like I said, how are you going to run? Because some of the things that you might have been able to do prior to opening, you're not going to be able to do. So you have to mentally do that. Think about that in terms of literally sustaining the business. That would be the advice that I would give someone, is to plan that part out. Just because you're able to open the doors, please beware and think about that continuing. If something happens, who's going to be the backup? Just little things like that. Like where am I going to get my supplies from? So that
that's all about having a quality business plan. People always think I got to have a business plan to get investment money or to do this or do that. No, the business plan, it's for you. The business plan is to keep you focused. Because if anything like me, I'll start chasing squirrels and be like, my business plan keeps me focused on what I have to do. You just got to remember to go back to it and review it and make sure you stay on task.
Absolutely.
But that's
okay. And I think it's knowing, understanding, knowing, and being willing to give a lot of sacrifice. Because
it's not a 9-to-5 job.
We have full-time jobs, but this is a full-time job. It's a huge sacrifice.
Well, congratulations, because you're making it happen anyway. Y'all are making it happen.
Thank you.
You have an anniversary coming up.
Yes.
And the anniversary is just around the corner.
Okay.
And so with that anniversary coming up, what's going to happen? Talk to me. Tell people what they can expect. I know y'all going to do it big.
Well, we're going to do our Friday Night Vibe.
Okay.
Because that's what's expected. That's what we do on Fridays. There's no sense in, if it's not broke,
don't deviate, right?
Right, don't deviate. Don't try to overdo it. And then Saturday is the anniversary date and Ursula's birthday. It will be Denim and Diamonds for those that want to get all duded up and have so it'll be denim and diamonds. And then on Sunday, of course, football is big for the community, big for us. So we will be having
So I can come in here on Sunday and talk shit about my Buccaneers, right?
You can, and I will talk shit with you.
I know. That's what I'm talking
I'm a
about.
Dallas fan.
I know you're a Dallas fan.
I'm a Dallas
we don't
fan.
Play all this shit, thank goodness. So
listen, that's all right. That's all right.
Y'all got us enough last year.
Yes, yes.
We done with the Cowboys for a little while, thank goodness.
So it is truly just a celebration, a reminder.
Okay.
Nothing over the top, super big.
Okay.
Just those that have supported us, those that don't know nothing about us come through. Just everybody come through and enjoy the vibe, the Loc'd On Cigars vibe.
Okay, so for all the cigar lovers in the world, when they come to Tampa, they got a lot of cigar lounges to choose from.
Yes.
Why Loc'd On?
I would say our customer service is excellent.
Yes. Yes.
As we have. Miss Tiffany's going to take care of y'all. So
We got some folks in the house. What's up?
We have excellent customer service. It's that feeling of kind of that cheers feeling. You're comfortable here. There are some people that when they've come enough, they've been with us enough that everybody knows your name, or at least your face. So that would be, I think, one of the most outstanding things about us.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact that we are woman-owned, we are minority-owned. It's a draw. It's a draw because even now when I travel, and I don't know, it's the weirdest thing when I hear people talk about, about this place called Loc'd On, and I'll be like, I know a little something about it. I've been through there. I know a little something about it. But to hear people who are not from Tampa, who don't live in Tampa, talking about our place, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just in case they didn't know why they called it Loc'd On, y'all check the hair, right?
It's the locks. It's the locks for us. It's the locks for us. And we were breaking into a male-dominated industry, and so we wanted to give it our feminine touch. So in our logo, we have a woman with locks, with a fedora, because I love hats.
I see it.
I love the hats. I love a hat. I usually put my hair down and put a hat on Friday nights, and red lipstick.
Okay.
Red lips smoke better.
Right. So we got to do a T-shirt exchange at some point.
Absolutely.
I'm with a couple of Puff Sip chat shirts.
Yes.
Gotta get me Loc'd On, and we got to do like with the football players on the field, do exchange real quick.
We got
Take
you.
some photos.
We
Let's make
got
that
you.
happen.
Yes, sir.
So, any last words for the folks out there?
We don't take it for granted that you have a lot of choices here in Tampa. So we are humbled and excited anytime anyone walks through those doors, and we tell them thank you.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
That's what's up. We got Ursula Williams, y'all. We got Sharon Thomas Ray.
Oh, not my whole company.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm StickMan #1, a.k.a. Red. No. Y'all messed me up. I'm Reggie Kilmer, a.k.a. StickMan #1. They got me all messed up. But hey, thank y'all for coming on the Puff Sip Chat.
Thank you.
And for those out there who don't know about it, have you heard about the Loc'd to Ash cigar subscription service? Well, you probably have. But now we got Loc'd to Ash Premium. Check us out. Go to puffsipchat.com. Use code PUFF6. It's the best cigar subscription service. Guaranteed. You know why we guarantee it? Because guess what? We put our money where our mouth is, and we'll give you your money back if you don't like it. So guarantee it. So Puff Sip Chat.
Loc'd On Cigars.
We all making it happen here.
Cigars, 5551 South 78th Street in Tampa. Come on through. Come smoke with us.
Like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Remember, it's not about you or me. It's about the lifestyle.
Absolutely.
StickMan #1. I'm out. Peace.